everyone, and welcome to the Archery Podcast number 8. My special guest is Jarrett, who is a pro archer in the 3D world and indoor and field, correct?
Not really indoor, not my cup of tea. But maybe now that I have an indoor range I can practice in all winter, I might venture up to Lancaster, and who knows, I might try a couple others, but indoor season's kind of get ready for 3D season for me. Living in the South, I get to practice year round. So when everybody's shooting indoors, I'm already outside shooting 3D. So it's not my thing, but who knows, I might go.
So I know you just opened up an archery shop.
Yes, I just purchased an archery shop. It's been here for about 20 years. I actually purchased Mountain Outfitters from long-time professional archer forever, one of the absolute greatest that's ever played the game, Alan Connor. He was going to close up and just kind of saddened my heart. So after talking it over with my wife and everything, we decided to buy it. So my wife Leah and we now own the shop, and it's going pretty good so far. We've added a couple bow lines in, and got some big plans for leagues this winter. A lot of kids stuff we got planned to take place here with S3DA groups, and just going to do some cool things, get some kids in here shooting and get some kids into archery hopefully. And that's our main focus right now, just to kind of get the area involved in shooting some leagues and introduce them to some different forms of archery other than bow hunting or shooting on the school level and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got some good plans for that. Hopefully everything will take off good.
I know you told me yesterday that you're having the re-grand opening on July 18th.
We're going to have a thing on July 18th. It'll be the weekend after I come back from IBO. I'll be flying up to the second leg of IBO the weekend prior to that. And then, when I get back, we're just going to have a thing on Saturday. It's kind of an open house deal. We're going to invite parents to bring, their kids if they're involved in archery, kind of talk to them about what we have planned here, what we're going to do, and shoot some bows. I'll have all the flagship bows set up for people to test shoot from Hoyt, from PSC, and from Martin. So we're hoping for a good day. Hope everybody can get out. We're hoping to, just serve drinks, serve some food, and just kind of get some people in and welcome them. There's a lot of people here that still doesn't know me, and hopefully Alan can be here for that too, and kind of help with the transition. But so far it's worked really good. So I'm really happy, with where it's going and what we've done so far. We're pretty excited about the future, definitely.
Glad to hear that. So now, since the IBO tournament, how are you expecting to shoot versus how you shot? Were your expectations needed?
During all the COVID stuff and everything, when I seen that the tournaments were getting canceled, prior to all that, I was kind of thinking, what, after this year, I'm going back to judging yardage. I want to go back and shoot with my buddies and guys that I shot with most of my career. And I've had the opportunity, being, back in Alabama from, living in West Virginia previously, the ability to get outside and practice year round in good weather and, 3D targets still up all the time and everything. I knew I would venture back to judging probably by next year, but with the cancellations of all the tournaments and things, I thought, let's just pull the trigger now. I have time. I have the opportunity. I think by the time we get back to shooting, I'll be ready. So I started practicing really hard for that, and I actually had thought about it at Fort Benning, which would have been our second tournament of the year. Come down to, before they had canceled it, and I thought, nah, I think I'm just going to shoot known. And then during that time, I had decided, I'm going to shoot the IBOs. So obviously I have to judge yardage there, and so I was just going to shoot known on Mackenzie's, try to judge some Reinhardts, and get ready for IBO, and just kind of transition into it through shooting the IBOs. But, the more I'd done it, the more I just enjoyed it. And I kind of went into it with a different mindset and a different goal and a different level of seriousness and competitiveness that I didn't have back in the days when I judged yardage. So they canceled Fort Benning, and then they wasn't sure they were going to have Texas. And I just told myself, okay, I'm going to put the rangefinder down. Other than practicing yardage and checking my target after I shoot, I'm judging. I'm committing to this. I'm going to judge. So Paris, Texas, I had full plans of 90% going to judge yardage there. So I just continued practicing and started shooting some decent rounds. And I knew going into it, obviously I go to win. Obviously I'm competitive and I want to finish good. But I also knew, 4 years not judging targets, I'm going to be patient about this, but I'm going to set realistic goals and try to reach them. And as I reach those goals, I knew as I reached those goals, it would keep my confidence up and keep me driving to want to continue to keep getting better at it. So, and then, Paris, Texas is canceled. So we didn't know when we were going to shoot. We had no clue, but I was 100% committed. I'm judging. Whenever we go back to shoot, I'm judging, whether it's IBO, ASA, whatever, I'm judging. So our first shoot back was IBO, and I went up there with expectations of doing well, but also knowing, hey, this is my goal. And I didn't quite reach my goal there. I had some targets that really give me trouble, targets I've never shot before, targets I've never seen. And I also had, plans to purchase some targets there and bring home, but Reinhardt was not there. So I didn't get to buy any targets and bring home. And I have, 8 or 9 Reinhardts of my own. So I come home, continue practicing. Shooting Mackenzie's, I was doing really good. So they said, hey, London's a go. So I just started, I kept practicing and practicing and practicing. And so we went to London, Kentucky this past weekend. And I'll be honest, my goal was to shoot up. And that's not necessarily a goal of winning, but I wanted to set a goal that I could achieve. I felt like I can achieve this goal. I can leave there, my head held high and knowing, hey, I'm making progress. So went to London, Kentucky, and the first day was in a really good group. I actually got to shoot with Jeff Hopkins, one of my longtime friends, heroes, guy that looked up to forever, and we just became really good friends. And aside from archery, I've always looked up to Jeff as the person he is, not just the archer he is. I've always this goes back to even when I first got married. I'm just going back to just the person Jeff is, the family man Jeff is. How he is so close with his family, and so yeah, I look up to Jeff for that more than anything, and so I've kind of transitioned that into. I mean, I try to just be the husband Jeff is and the family man Jeff is. I've always looked up to Jeff for that, and we got to shoot together, and it was just awesome, being with him and shooting. And the first day I shot really good. I shot a couple of 8s, and mainly my eights. I shot 3/8 to the left, and I normally don't shoot left and right like that. But all in all, at the end of the day, I was 2 down, shot some good shots, and I thought, yeah, I'm making progress. I can't be mad. I can't have my head down. So the second day I went out, another good group, got to shoot with another great friend, Brandon Reyes, who also runs the pro staff at True Ball, which I shoot for True Ball and Excel. Been really good friends for years and years, used to travel to all the tournaments together. And I started off a little bit cold, shot a 5 kind of early Saturday morning. But, I didn't let it get to me. I just kept digging and kept digging. And at the end of the day, I finished 401 for the weekend. So first ASA back judging in 4 years, finished up. Obviously, I reached a goal. I was happy with the way I shot, and the drive home was happy. My wife shot good, shot up for the weekend too, finished 6th place, I think. And so, we had a good drive home, talked about archery a little bit, and she was happy for me. So, yeah, I'm just I'm going to keep digging. IBO here in 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens. But definitely the next 2 ASAs, I've got my goals set high and give it everything I got and just practice hard till then. So, yeah, I'm glad to be back. I don't have any intentions of leaving again. I definitely want to continue to judge yardage, and I enjoyed being out on the range with guys that I spent 15 years of my pro career out there with. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of good times out there with those guys. So I was pretty happy.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. We found out the other day that the Classic is going to be moved to Foley. Mm-hmm. What is your thoughts on that?
I like it. I normally shoot good at Foley, so that kind of lit a bulb up there when I found that out. I love the site. I love the ranges. Love the town. So yeah, I'm kind of happy about it. I was content with Fort Benning. I like Fort Benning as well, but it's further away. But I was looking forward to Fort Benning being 2 hours away. But I would gladly, if I was going to trade it out with any of them, it would be Foley. Definitely Foley, and everything on our tour right now. Foley and Metropolis would have to be my favorites. London being my least favorite, but yeah. I'm okay with it. Definitely. I'm looking forward to going to Foley. The venue's great there. That town just welcomes us, great and everything. So I'm looking forward to going to Foley. Totally ready for it. And by then, no doubt I will be a better archer than I am right now. I try every day to become better. And that's something that I didn't do even in some of my later years of shooting, getting down on myself and not having confidence and all that. I just, as a whole, I look at archery a lot different now, and I try to take it more seriously, and I'm more competitive than I've ever been. And so, if I go to the tournament and I don't do good, it's not because I didn't try, and it's because I didn't care, and it's not because I didn't prepare for the tournament. So it just, sometimes it happens that way. But yeah, I'm fine with Foley. I would shoot Foley 2-3 times a year if I had to. I wouldn't mind at all. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. I mean, first of all, the range is going to be flat, so we won't have to calculate if we need to take off a yardage or not.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're probably going to be on the same ranges again, back from February. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, shooting in the hills was kind of fun at the first IBO. We had, I recall, one really good target we had. We had a feeding doe that was really steep down a hill. It was about a 2-yard cut, and kind of brought back the memories of just living in West Virginia and shooting local tournaments and shooting in the hills and stuff. But yeah, I don't mind it. But yeah, you definitely get used to shooting flat ground when you're here. And preparing for the hills, you would have to definitely find somewhere to practice that. It's not like it's something you're going to get every weekend.
Yeah, so a while back ago, we were talking about church and how, your church wasn't really opening up and how mine was kind of opening up. So what's the whole transition going on right now?
Our church is open. I haven't, Archery has kept me out the past couple of weeks, but yeah, our church is open. I did get to go back the first week it was open. We went back. They had 2 services, so it would split the folks up and not have everybody crammed in there at once. So, yeah, my pastor just handled all this stuff so well. He's amazing. He's an awesome guy, and if there's ever any problems, he can really deal with it. And I'm happy to have him as a pastor, and he's been a real blessing to me, definitely.
Man. So what have you been up to now since you just got back home from London?
Well, yeah, I'm closed on Mondays, but I had a lot of calls while I was gone, and I've got a guy coming in today. I've got to set up some target equipment for, mainly set up a sight and scope and a light on his sight and things. And I had a lot of UPS come today and everything. So being gone, I thought, hey, I'm gonna come in today and just do all that. So I had some stuff come in today, and so yeah, I'm just pricing stuff, moving stuff around. I have doing a little work today on my wife had a new bow come, so I'm doing a little bit of work on it and get it ready to set up. And got a couple crossbows to put together, and just kind of, I'm open, but a lot of people know I'm closed on Monday, so there's just been a couple folks in today, and I've just been kind of putting some stuff up and cleaning up a little bit, getting ready for the week. I have several people coming this week for stuff and several string jobs to do. I've actually picked up some strings from Gas at London, and got some bows hanging here to install some Gas bowstrings on, and just kind of it's just another day. Just not a lot of people in because normally they know I'm closed on Mondays. I actually posted on my shop Facebook that I was here today, so a couple people have called for that. So yeah, just kind of getting some stuff done and get my IBO bow out and go over it real good. I haven't fired it since the last target at the IBO 2 weeks ago, so start shooting a few shots out of it. I might shoot 15, 20 shots here in the range tonight before I go home, and then in the morning probably shoot some targets before I open.
All right, before we end our podcast, you got any last words to say?
No, just I know you're in Alabama, and I've invited you up for our grand opening on the 18th. So, if anybody's watching this, I encourage them to come in. We're going to roll the red carpet out for everyone and just welcome you and show you some equipment, let you shoot some new bows, and just show you a lot about what we're going to be doing here. I encourage parents to bring their kids that shoot. We can talk about our kids' leagues we're going to have. It's going to be a real good day. Hopefully you're here and involved in that. We're in the process of getting some stuff done, and you can come up as a representative of Elite, I guess. And so, yeah, we'll have hopefully a couple elite bows here by then, and definitely hope that you can make it up. But, yeah, I encourage everybody to come up. It's going to be a good day, and you'll leave pleased and convinced that we definitely know what we're doing here. We're not just a guy behind the counter. So we're gonna be doing some things here that you just don't find in everyday run-of-the-mill archery shops. We're very professional at what we do here. So.
All right, and what's the name of your archery shop again?
It's Mountain Outfitters. I am just north of Gadsden in Attala. I'm right on 431 between Gadsden and Boaz. I'm here Tuesday through Saturday. Saturdays are kind of after my grand opening, we will be here every Saturday. Right now, we're just touch and go on Saturdays. We've been here most Saturdays, but a few Saturdays we've been gone. But yeah, our normal hours once we have our opening will be, we'll be closed on Sundays and Mondays. So Monday I will come in for appointments, or if somebody wants some archery instruction or something, we'll be doing some coaching here too. I'll definitely probably schedule those kind of things on Mondays, especially if it's private lessons or something. But definitely check us out. You won't be disappointed. We've got stuff coming in. I'm authorized dealer, True Ball, Excel. I have gold tip arrows, which is what we shoot, and then I also have Black Eagle arrows. In the process, I'm actually doing paperwork today. I'm becoming an AAE dealer. I will have, all of our arrows will be fletched with AAE vanes. After, starting, right now, my wife and I are also going to be shooting for AAE. Greg Poole has graciously, helped us out and helped me become an AAE dealer. So we'll be using their stabilizers, arrow rests, and vanes. And we'll also be offering all those products here at the store. So those should be coming in very soon. And yeah, just stop in and I sell all the products of the companies I represent, but I also sell some other products too. I like to try to offer a little bit of a variety. If you come in here, we can custom build strings. I do have a specialty string machine. I do know how to use it, but I'm also a gas bowstring dealer, and I also encourage people to buy gas bowstrings. And so yeah, we're excited to see where things go. My wife and I are really happy we ventured into this, and hoping and praying that God's got our back, and this is definitely going to be something that we're meant to do.
Amen.
So,
well, I know. Oh, sorry. You're outside.
No, I just wanted to say too, everybody has been awesome. The companies I shoot for and getting connected with them, to be authorized dealers and stuff, they've worked out well. And with bow company, like with Martin, I'm just totally, my wife and I are just really blessed with Martin Archery, and very, very excited to shoot their bows. We're very pleased to shoot them. We love the equipment, love people's great to us, and with Gold Tip, all the companies that we represent, is here in the store, and that's really cool that you can sell stuff that you believe in, and people, when they ask me, what do we shoot, we can really in depth tell them what the advantages are to shooting, good equipment, and we also offer a variety of other brands too. So yeah, we're excited, and hope you can get up here, and I definitely enjoyed getting to talk with you today, and hope we can get you up here to shoot a little bit too. As long as you take it easy on me and don't beat up on me too bad. Because I know how good you are too, so don't lie. You know how to shoot that bow as well.
Oh, I'm still working on the kinks on the open setup still.
Well, that's I can help you with that. Give me a call. It's not that hard.
Well, the transition from 30 yards shooting with pins to 4 yards with one pin, it's still taking some time. It
will, but you've already got a lot of talent, so you'll get it. You'll pick it up quick. It's not that bad.
Thank you.
When are we going to see you judging yardage? That's what I want to know.
I thought about it. I was like, if ASA doesn't come up with, the women's known pro class, I'm like, I might as well go to judging. But right now, I just kind of want to enjoy the whole known series for right now.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate, it's not a bad thing that people get into archery, but it's one of the things about the 3D game, especially at a pro level. It's kind of like, I use it as, I coached high school girls volleyball, and I kind of use it back when I coached in high school, I kind of use it the same concept as we did coaching. If you don't have a middle school feeding into your high school, it makes it tougher. And it's same way with what we're doing. If you don't have classes feeding in to becoming pros someday, it makes it tough as well. And, you know, with all the known classes now, and nothing against them, I shot it. I have zero against it. Known pro in London this weekend, man, some of the best shooters in the world are in that class. I will not deny that a bit. But, you know, just like the women, you know, for that class to grow, I believe that they have to have something feeding into that class. And, you know, your women's open classes now are just, they've dwindled down to, I mean, I guess sometimes they have like single digit turnouts, not very many at all. So, you know, it's kind of a bummer for a class like that because, you know, that's a great class to work up to and shoot. You know, a lot of I know all those girls and they all have a really good time. And, you know, when they used to have, you know, 40, 50 women's open shooters out there, you know, those girls were working their way up to one day become pros. And now it's just like all the girls are working their way up to become known 45 shooters and known 40 shooters and all that. And then after, you know, you're in that class and your goal is to become a women's pro. And then, well, wait a minute, I haven't judged yardage, you know,
Yeah.
So that's part of it. So, you know, it's kind of we need a feeder somewhere. We need to feed into those. It's just like feeding in to a school program. We need classes that feed into that program too. So, and with the men, you have semi-pro. It kind of helps, you know, with the men, you have the semi-pro class, which is still judging yardage, and you still have, you know, several open A, open B shooters out there. So I think with ours, you got a few feeding in, but I think with the women's, I would love to see, I don't know what it would take to grow those back up. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, you'd have to find some girls that want to judge yardage. And I think a lot of the young shooters too that are coming up, all these new shooters that are coming up, they're learning archery and they're getting into archery and even getting into the point where they're shooting at a national level. But at the same time, they're shooting known. They're learning to be known archers. So, but both have their place. I'm not against one or the other. I love archery. If it went all known, I would shoot. If it went all unknown, I would shoot. If we had to shoot in a pink shirt, I would shoot. It doesn't matter. I'm going to shoot archery because I love it.
Yeah, that was actually a really good example of that. I like that. Comparing the volleyball to the archery, I think that was a very good example.
Yeah, it's you got to have something feeding in. You got to have steps for them to take to get to that top, and those steps, obviously, at the women's level, you would have to have feeding classes to feed into that women's pro, and there's just a lot of ladies right now that prefer known. And that's fine. I want them to shoot their bows. I don't care how they shoot their bows. I want to see them shooting archery. My wife shoots known. It fits her lifestyle. She enjoys it. You know, being in the medical field, being a nurse practitioner at a huge, you know, medical center in Birmingham, not a lot of time for judging, but she's actually kicking around judging too, though. She's actually kicking around going back. So we'll see. Whatever she wants to do, I'm behind her 100%, and she was totally behind me 100%, going back to judging, and was actually very happy when I told her my score after I come off the range. She was happy that my second tournament back, I was able to shoot an up score. And so it's good to have that support. And I'm behind her 100%. She's competitive. She's competitive as she's ever been to, and wants to win more than she ever has, and to do what she does every day and still remain, you know, the talent she has and competitiveness. And she's got a full plate when you add archery to her career. And man, she handles it. She's awesome. She's superwoman. I don't know what I'd do without her.
All right. So to end this podcast, I will add all your information down below: Facebook, Instagram, shop website, Facebook info. I'm just ready to go back and shoot at ASA.
Well, it's not going to be not too much longer. We'll be in Coleman, hopefully. I don't know. There's people that think we're not going to shoot anymore this year, and there's people that think we'll be okay. I will say this. The last two tournaments being in Alabama, I think we'll shoot. I don't think that, we're one of the last states to really, as far as shut down. I mean, there's places that are way tighter than we are. And so, yeah, I think we'll shoot. I don't think we'll not shoot, but, who knows? It's if we don't, I have a shop to run. I'll be here and I'll be busier by then than I am now. So if we don't get to shoot, it's just more time to spend here. And when we fire the last arrow at the last 3D shoot of the year, that just means it's time to start practicing for Foley next year. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the way I look at it. But yeah, I enjoyed talking to you today. Glad to get back to the phones and get back to the shop. But I do want to shout out and thank Martin Archery, Gas Bowstrings, Gold Tip, True Ball Excel, Clear Target Lenses, all the people that support us, man. We're lucky to have relationships with such great people, and we're looking forward to the rest of the year and getting to shoot some more rubber deers, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, it's good talking to you, and it's kind of weird. I say, well, it's great talking to you. I mean, I talk to you like all the time now. So I guess, yeah, I'll anytime you want to get together and do this, just let us know, and we're ready.
Definitely. Well, you take care. We'll try my best to see you on July 18th. If not, I will see you at ASA in Coleman.
Yes.
If that happens.
If it happens, I will be there, and I'm pretty easy to find. And when you come to Coleman, if we're at the shop during the tournament, any at all, you can always come down then. We're 40 minutes away from Coleman. So.
Oh, that's just perfect. I love that.
Yeah. So, but that's not an excuse. You got to be here on the 18th.
All right.
I'm holding you to it. If I have to come and get you, I'll come and get you.
All right.
So I've offered to feed you. I've offered to put you up at the house. And so you have no excuses. So if I have to,
true.
I'll drive down there and get you.
I'll probably try to fly my way up there.
There you go. That sounds good. Well, take care and keep practicing. Get ready for Coleman. We'll see you there.
All right. Thank you. See you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye.